Hello, hi guys, good afternoon. You are all welcome to Culture Solution Place. Happy New Month. Today is the 1st of November 2021. I wish all farmers happy new month, and I pray to you today that the Lord in His infinite mercy bless all our business, develop all our business, expand all our business, and let us see the great joy and benefit we deserve in this business we are into. So once again, today is November 1st, 2021, and you are presently watching my video of a supply to Kekere at Ikorodu. For those of you at Ikorodu, we have a lot of farms we mentor at Ikorodu. Precisely, we have lot of them, and presently today I am at Kekere at Ikorodu. Kekere is along Odonguyan Road. For those of us that know Odonguyan, as if you are going to Ijo, so you apply to Odonguyan to Kekere. There's Odonla and Kekere. So presently I'm at Kekere. What am I doing here? We are here to supply some standard fast-growing juvenile seeds, and we are to mentor, and we brought in a seashell in order to experiment how it works for your seedlings and for your grow-out fishes. It is very, very important for you to really understand one or two things about catfish farming, most especially if you want to really be successful in the business. There are a lot of people into this business, but really knowing about it does not really cost you anything, which I think at least is important for you to really understand what you are doing. Everything you really understand doing is what you have passion for. So I normally advise everybody that are into catfish farming or other business, you need to develop a passion for the business before the business can strive. You need to divine a skill, creativity for your business before the business can strive. So it is very, very important to you to know really one or two things in the business that are helping people that can help you too as well. So as I said earlier, today is the 1st of November 2021, and today I am at Kekere at Ikorodu. In here we brought in some seedlings. We are here to mentor, and we brought in a seashell which you will be watching on this video how it works. All this I'm saying you'll be watching on this video, how we stock the seedlings. Some of the mentorship program I'll be giving to you on this video, but I'm using this video as a two-in-one for people to really know some things about catfish farming too as well. That is why I tagged this video how to grow big in fish farming. Everybody that has business, our aim and objective of every business we are doing is to grow big. If you are into a business and you don't really think about how to expand your business, I think you are still on the long thing. So it's very, very important for everybody that is willing to be prosperous in any business to grow big on their business. So before I go into my topic today, I would like to tell you guys to kindly please press on the subscription button. The subscription button you are seeing is on the red subscription link. Press it, and moreover, the subscription button you are seeing on your screen as you are watching this video, you are seeing a subscription link there that is showing by the right hand side of your video now. Click on it. By the time you click on it, it will give you an icon for you to subscribe. So press on it. You can also subscribe through that means. We are in a jet age, so we need to understand what technology is really talking about. So make sure you click on it as you are watching this video too as well. And again, share and click on the like button, and always give your comment. Maybe there's you're having a challenges in your farm, and you need us to really talk about it. Make sure that you put that in the comment section, which I will check and I will talk about it. Most of the videos I'm giving you on this channel are ask questions on my previous videos, so I will be elaborating most of these for other people to really enjoy and have some understanding about catfish business too as well. So once again, today is the 1st of November 2021. I am presently at Kekere at Ogonguyo. So what you are watching on this video is that the medium of ponding system you are watching here is the tarpaulin, wooden tarpaulin system, which most people may not know. There are about 3 ways of constructing a tarpaulin system, but the most popular one is the wooden frame and the galvanized frame. So what you are watching here is the wooden frame, and we are here again. We brought in our seashell and to test the water. So by the time we got here, we tested the water, and the water is about 5.5 to 5.6, which is a little bit acidic. But since they are not using it for hatchery and they are just using it for a grow out system, the fast growing juvenile seed we brought can really retain and sustain in the water. But what we did is that we brought in some seashells so that we can use that as well in order to correct other factors of the water and even the main water, so that the fishes will be agile, will be active as it is in the pond. So you'll be watching all these on the video. So before I proceed on my topic, I would like to say once again that you subscribe to this YouTube page and press on the notification button, share and like. Thank you very much. So today I will be talking about how to grow big in fish farming business. As I said earlier, our aim and objective of any business is to grow very, very big. But fish farming has its own rules and regulation if you really want to grow big. But first, this is the part 1 of this video. As you can see, I will be emphasizing, and I will be talking more for a prospective farmer. That means farmer that are just starting very, very new. So if you really want to grow big on this business, maybe you are thinking of investing in this business and you are thinking, is this business really worth it while that I should invest my hard-earned money in, or what is the tendency of growing in this business? So I will be telling you some steps that you have to take before you can decide that you can grow big on this business. The first step you have to take is that if you really want to go big on this business, you need a very good location for your farm. A very good location for your farm if you really want to go big on this business. What I mean by a very big location is that your location must be closer to market. Your location should be remoteable. Your location should be motorable. Your location should be walkable, which can be described. That is what I mean. So it can be very easy for any market woman to locate your farm to get your goods. Not even market woman, any customers at all, because you may decide that you are not selling your goods to a market woman. Maybe you are using one of your shops. Maybe you have a shop in the front side of your farm and you are using it as a warehouse. This is an opportunity for you to sell your market. So this has to be closer to people. It should not be inside a thick bush that the road is very, very bad and you are expecting to sell your produce at a very good price. You can sell it at a very good price only if you can move it outside to where it can be accessible. So by doing this, you need to calculate your loss too as well, because you need to calculate the cost of taking it outside. You have to remove it. That means you have to add that to the overhead cost. That is your input on the business. So by the time you add it up to it, it might have increased your input and decreased your output. So it is very, very important for you to set this straight from the start, to make sure that your location you are locating your business is very, very good, motorable, workable, describable. So make sure you do that. Don't go into a junkyard. Don't go into a bush. Make sure that you are where market is. That is the first one I will be talking about. The second one I will be talking about is your source of water. There's a farm that I will be visiting very, very soon. I asked them what is their water source, but my realization, I understand they have about 3 water sources, which is one, they have 1 borehole and 2 well. That is a best practice of any farming. There's somebody that called me yesterday asking me he wanted to start up an archery business, and is there any way he can avoid a flow-through system on the archery system. The first thing I asked is that, don't you have a constant water? He said no, they are not having a constant water. So I have to tell him ways you can do it and the possibility of him not really meeting up to the demand. Because if you are not having a flow-through water, that means you are not having a sufficient water, your demand may be very, very low. If other people are producing 50,000 seedlings, you may not be able to produce 50,000 seedlings. You may be at maybe 2,000-3,000 seedlings. So with that, there's no tendency of you of moving forward or growing your business. So make sure that you really have a very good source of water. I did not see anything wrong for you having 2 boreholes and a well in your farm. Let me just break things down for you, most especially for breeders. I'm a breeder too as well. It is very, very good for a breeder to have a borehole or a well water, or both of it. The advantage of this is that if you have a well water sometimes do correct himself because of the volume of excess water you can still see on it, unlike a borehole that the water in a borehole is a little bit limited, but a well water have a reserved water. That means it is wider. So once it is wider, it have a reserved water so that sun can penetrate in the water and control the water from acidic to neutral. So I normally encourage breeders to have a well water too as well, most especially if you can't handle your borehole water. Well water too has its disadvantages. Disadvantages that borehole well water do have is that in case rain fall and you are in a place that does not have a very good drainage system, the well water may be pollutant because the rainfall will brought in some muddy flood into the well water. So during the rainy season you may not enjoy it because of the turbidity. This will bring up the turbidity of your water, and we really understand what turbidity do to our fryers. So these are what you need to check. A good fryers strives in a very good water, a clean water, and a quality water. So once the turbidity of your water is higher, your fishes may not survive. So it is very, very important for you to have a very good source of a water. Another thing I will be talking about today, I think this is the last one I'll be talking about. I'll be talking about how to choose an appropriate pond. That means if you really want to expand in this business you are doing. So there's a guy that called me today, and asked me that he wanted to start the codfish farming, and I should tell him the kind of pond he wants to use. He mentioned a concrete pond, but by the time I asked him lots of questions, I have to tell him to go for a tarpaulin pond, because one, the land he's intending using is a lease land, so he's not the owner of the land. So by the time he mounted a concrete pond there, maybe the owner sees that he's making good money. He may not be making money, but since he has invested a lot of money in it, the owner may come that he wants to use his land. So it will be very, very difficult for him to remove that concrete pond to put it in another place, because he has to destroy the concrete pond. So I have to advise him to go for a tarpaulin pond, which is removable. So with that, he can move his fishes to any location he desires in case of any crisis. And another thing that is well advantageous is that if you find yourself in a location that the water naturally is not good, I will tell you too, there's a lot of things that are affecting breeders, which I will still go deep in my next video. I promise you to go deep in my next video. Despite the water parameters, despite meeting some factors of the water parameters, there are some environment that is not good for breeding. There's no how you breed in that environment that the breeding will be highly successful. So the way you can do in that location is that you have to move out from that location to other location to make sure that you succeed on your business. So by the time you noticed that you find yourself in such a location, it is advisable for you to move your your tarpaulin pond to another location to start your business fresh. That is, if you notice, that means if you have tried all your best practice to make sure that you have a produce and is not forthcoming, you need to move. It is very, very, you don't have to stay in a place and collapse all your life, collapse all your dreams. So that is where most people are getting it right. There are a lot of prospective, or there are a lot of interested breeders that want to go into breeding, but they find themselves in such environment. So by the time they find themselves in such environment, they start spending money, they start wasting their time, they start going to church, they start meeting a spiritualist. By the end of the day, they start collecting money from them, deceiving them. But the fact is that maybe you are in the environment, you need to move from that environment. Maybe you have to leave that environment for a certain period to grow your business. So once again, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube video and join and watch my next video. So subscribe to my YouTube video. Once again, my name still remains Biodun Odutola DTM. I promise you to expand more on my topic for today. Subscribe, and thank you very much for your subscription. God bless you all.